Imagine a Chelsea game plan so unpredictable, so precise, that it changes the face of football. Picture a strategy that isn't just about possessing the ball or defending in numbers, but fundamentally transforming how Chelsea plays against the world's best. Today, we're breaking down this ambitious strategy, the game plan that could shock the world and lead Chelsea to dominance in ways the football community has never seen. You'll hear about how they're tackling age-old tactical weaknesses, harnessing the unique talents of their players, and using innovations in technology to gain an edge. This is the plan that could leave fans and rivals speechless. Let's dive in. In the modern game, most teams focus on established tactical approaches, possession play, counter-attacking, or pressing. But here's the problem. When players become overly dependent on fixed formations, they become predictable. Opponents can analyze your movements, track your strategy, and adapt quickly, turning what was once a winning plan into a liability. Chelsea's game plan, however, takes a completely new approach by introducing tactical fluidity, allowing every player to play dynamically within any moment of the game. No longer are they confined to one role or one area of the pitch, making Chelsea's movements on the field virtually impossible to predict. Chelsea's unique approach focuses on tactical fluidity and role rotation, a technique where each player is trained not just in their traditional role, but in multiple roles on the pitch. For example, central defenders are trained to press higher up the pitch, and attackers can drop back to assist in defensive formations. This fluidity keeps opponents on their toes, disrupting traditional man-marking and positional play. Imagine a scenario where Chelsea is playing Manchester City, a team known for its aggressive press. Chelsea's defenders split into wider positions, pulling City's forwards out, and midfielders drop deep to support ball progression. When City moves to press, Chelsea's attackers shift into open spaces, ready to counterattack in numbers. This type of rapid adjustment isn't just strategic, it's disorienting for the opposition. To make this strategy work without exhausting players, Chelsea uses a technique called phased intensity. Think of it like this. Instead of a non-stop press or a low-block defense, Chelsea alternates between high-energy, relentless pressing, and more controlled, possession-based phases. Phased intensity allows players to push hard for brief periods, creating bursts of high pressure that disrupt the opposition, before shifting into a slower, more calculated approach to regain their energy. Imagine watching Chelsea dominate possession for 5 minutes, then suddenly switch gears, launching a fierce press to reclaim the ball. This constant tempo change is exhausting for opponents who can't keep up with Chelsea's transitions. The team's fitness and stamina have been honed to perfection to execute this intense shifting approach, putting their opponents in constant doubt and ultimately paving the way for goal-scoring opportunities. Chelsea has a dedicated team analyzing every moment of the game, using data analytics to adapt strategies in real time. With the help of advanced AI and tracking technology, Chelsea's coaching team receives constant feedback on player positioning, stamina, and areas of vulnerability in the opposition. During halftime or even mid-play, these insights are communicated to players who can then adjust their positions and roles on the pitch accordingly. For example, against teams with a powerful left-wing attack, Chelsea's right-back might be instructed to hold a slightly deeper position while the midfield shifts to provide additional support. These on-the-fly adjustments neutralize the opponent's threats, making Chelsea's approach one of the most adaptable and data-driven in the game. The foundation of Chelsea's game plan lies in its players' versatility. Traditional football teams focus on specialized players, defenders who defend, midfielders who control, and attackers who score. But Chelsea has flipped this narrative by developing multi-role players who can effortlessly switch roles. For example, fullbacks are trained to assist in midfield build-up, while forwards are taught the defensive techniques to press high and reclaim possession. The club has invested heavily in young, adaptable players whose development focuses on multi-role competencies. This approach allows Chelsea to maintain depth without sacrificing tactical flexibility, ensuring that the team can implement rapid shifts in play style without being hindered by substitutions or changes in formation. Beyond physical and tactical training, Chelsea also understands the importance of psychological resilience. Facing opponents who rely on well-drilled formations and set patterns, Chelsea's flexible game plan gives them a mental edge. Knowing that they can adapt to any situation provides players with an unshakable confidence that frustrates and mentally wears down their rivals. Consider how an opponent might feel trying to track a team that constantly shifts formation and tactic mid-play. Frustration mounts, players get pulled out of position, and fatigue sets in as they try to keep up with Chelsea's agility. This psychological advantage becomes a crucial factor in Chelsea's success, demoralizing opponents before the game is even halfway through. So, what does this all mean for Chelsea's future? This dynamic game plan has the potential to redefine their identity on the global football stage. It's more than just a tactical approach. It's a statement that Chelsea is willing to evolve, innovate, and dominate through intelligent, adaptive gameplay. This strategy promises a thrilling style of play that excites fans and terrifies opponents, setting Chelsea apart as pioneers in modern football. Chelsea isn't just building a team, they're building a legacy. This approach may very well become the new benchmark for footballing success. As other teams struggle to catch up, Chelsea's commitment to tactical flexibility and player development positions them as a formidable force in the years to come. Fans should be ready to witness a Chelsea that not only wins, but wins with style and intelligence that could very well leave a lasting impact on the footballing world. One often overlooked aspect of Chelsea's new game plan is its set-piece mastery. While much of football has shifted toward open-play dynamism, Chelsea's plan cleverly revives the power of set pieces as a vital weapon. Imagine a team that can turn any free kick or corner into a scoring opportunity, not through brute force, but through refined technique and innovative setups that catch defenses off guard. Chelsea has invested time and resources into creating unique set-piece formations, where every player has a specific role that varies depending on the opponent's defensive strategy. The defenders might pose as attackers, creating decoys and strategic movement that lure the opposition out of position. For example, against teams with towering defenders, Chelsea's players might pull back to create space at the near post, using shorter players to divert attention. The ball is whipped in, and with defenders distracted, a player sneaks in, almost undetected, to turn these meticulously planned opportunities into goals. This isn't just about scoring, it's about maintaining control, putting psychological pressure on the opponent, and setting the stage for total tactical dominance. The modern football season is long and grueling, with players often exhausted from constant matches. Chelsea's game plan takes this challenge head-on by ensuring squad depth through strategic rotation. This isn't just a matter of subbing in fresh players. It's about cultivating a pool of versatile players who can rotate roles seamlessly, adapting to various in-game scenarios without losing the team's core identity. Chelsea's rotation strategy goes beyond just resting players. It's about game-specific preparation. For instance, against physical teams, Chelsea fields players who excel in aerial duels and physicality, while against high-speed pressing teams, they field players with quick decision-making skills and agility. This flexibility means Chelsea can bring out the best in every game, making sure each player's strengths are used to their maximum potential. Imagine the opposition thinking they've figured out Chelsea, only for the lineup to surprise them with players who execute the same game plan differently, adapting to their specific style. This level of unpredictability makes it nearly impossible for rivals to fully prepare, which gradually gives Chelsea a tactical advantage throughout the season. Finally, Chelsea's game plan doesn't just rely on players and tactics, it also harnesses the power of Stamford Bridge's loyal fans. Chelsea has invested in creating a fortress mentality at home, where fans are encouraged to be the team's 12th man, adding a psychological edge. The energy from thousands of fans doesn't just inspire players, it also unnerves opponents who have to deal with constant pressure on and off the ball. Stamford Bridge's intense atmosphere creates a daunting challenge for visiting teams, especially when they know they're up against a team with a flexible, hard-to-predict plan. Chelsea's game plan includes fostering strong connections with their supporters, knowing that their passion can fuel the players. And in moments where the game seems tough, it's the chants, cheers, and unwavering support from the stands that pushed Chelsea over the line. If you're as thrilled as we are about this new chapter in Chelsea's history, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all our videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think this game plan will make Chelsea unstoppable? And let us know which topics you'd love to see us cover next. Together, let's watch this football revolution unfold.